This is the card deck that I would like to pull from. It's one of my favorites. It's called Unshakable Inner Peace. Absolutely love, love, love the artwork in this deck. It's always been one that has attracted me whenever I feel like I need a sense of balance. So I'm going to give this a shuffle and I will choose two of these. And then the Anatomy Oracle that I'm doing next, I think you will absolutely love. I do these readings each morning for myself just to kind of give myself a little message for the day. And it's really helped me out to stay consistent with my own self care and my spiritual routine. Let's see what the cards have in store for us. This is a good one, number 37. I'll show you the artwork real quick. And the message on it says, rise above it. It is not yours to carry. You are an empath. How can you detach from the drama? I don't think I need to read the booklet on that one. I think we all have things right now that we're carrying, especially with such a tumultuous environment right now in politics and the economy. It's a lot. And sometimes we just tend to carry other people's burdens. And I was just talking to a friend the other day about the martyr syndrome, which I definitely have because I tend to it's kind of like a people pleaser to the extreme. It's a lot. And we all need to realize that we can't pour from an empty cup. Being an empath is definitely a double-edged sword, at least for myself, because I tend to give people benefit of the doubt way too much. I tend to carry other people's burdens. I do a lot of grief massage as well, and I'll hold space for a lot of people, and that can be a little bit overwhelming at times. Okay, so the second card in this deck, you know, it's really interesting because both of the cards have seven in them. So I need to look up numerology on that. It's been a while. I need to look up the meanings for numbers. I don't quite have those memorized, but these both have sevens in them, and then they both have celestial like mapping on the artwork. You should be able to see that hopefully. I know the camera's a bit weird at this angle, but they both have this celestial mapping artwork on it. So the message on this card says, things are not what they seem. You are only trapped by your own illusion. What freedom do you want to seek? I'm definitely very much resonating with this one as well. I often tell myself stories that are far-fetched or not real. I make up things in my mind, and I have to remember to stick with the facts and the reality and what's going on right now because myself, I tend to be a worst case scenario. That's how I grew up. I was a latchkey kid. I had to prepare for each possible thing that could possibly go wrong because my parents weren't around to guide us. So I have anxiety, and when you have anxiety, I'm not a psychologist, you tend to get in these hamster wheels of detrimental thinking, of worst case scenario, and that can definitely keep us trapped because we're on hyper alert. We're just waiting for the next shoe to drop because god damn it, things just can't stop happening, right? At least that's what my experience with anxiety has been. Oof, I could write a whole book on that. Probably should. Okay, so the next deck, I absolutely love this one. I got it off of Kickstarter or Indigo, one of those crowdfunding sites a while back. As massage therapist, I think that y'all would absolutely love the artwork on this deck. Okay, the muscles, the next one, the mouth, the intestines, pelvis. Speaking of womb work and being on your cycle. So this deck is absolutely stunning. I love the watercolor sperm. None of us need that right now. I'll probably pull three from this deck. I could really pull from this one every single day. It does help me learn more about the body, especially if you're into somatic body work and that mind body connection. This is a really useful deck to have. I have no idea where it's sold right now. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the creator is in the UK. So I'm sure there'll be some shipping costs with it. Okay, this one, excuse me, the ear. What do we do with our ears? We listen, we let things go through them. They get clogged up sometimes with obviously, a lot of wax. Maybe a message that somebody's trying to send us has not been reaching us because there's been a blockage or barrier there. The ear, of course, has the tiniest of bones as well. If you hear anything in the background, it's just my pup. I think he's getting into his toy basket or something. So let's see. The booklet is cool too if y'all wanted a sneak peek of this. The ear, part of the nervous system and the senses. Keywords: inquisitive, open minded, receptive, and alert. Very empathetic and always willing to hear what other people have to say. You're open minded and objective, ready to receive and learn from the views, opinions, and belief of others. Or sometimes that very thing can cloud your judgment. Comfortable with having your own beliefs challenged and humble about your own knowledge and expertise. I think this is a great message. If you have been underestimating yourself, do not do that. You're capable of more than you know. The microbiome, this is a good one. I haven't pulled this one before, but What does this signify? Write in the comments. What does our guts tell us to do? What is the environment that we are living in, that we're putting ourselves in? Is it beneficial for us or is it causing us more harm? Let's see what the book says about the microbiome. The microbiome keywords harmony, balance, imbalance, and dissonance. Striking a balance between your personal and professional life can be challenging. If you're sensing an imbalance, you may be experiencing fatigue or burnout. Perhaps you're beginning to see signs that your work life balance has been restored and that life is starting to feel more harmonious after a chaotic period. These are both very beautiful colors as well, the blue and purple. So if you're into color therapy, this is something to look up if these cards are resonating with you. The numbers 7 and blue and purple are coming up today. So make sure that you are reassessing the environments that you put yourself in. This is a good one. The pelvis. This is our center of balance. This is what carries so much of our internal organs. This is what can easily be off balance. There's a lot going on in this region. And look at the shape of the pelvis. It's shaped like a cradle. It is cradling the most tender parts of ourselves, the most vulnerable parts of our bodies. Okay. So this is related to the musculoskeletal system, the pelvis. Keyword stability, intimacy, and emotional instability. Experiencing the effects of trapped emotional energy and emotional instability, turn your attention inwards and begin to acknowledge these varied feelings. Emotions that arose in reaction to a past trauma, a significant event, or major life change or stresses have become fixed. You must process those and release these residual feelings to restore emotional balance. Yeah. I think a lot of us are going through that right now, whether it's financial, whether it's with our business, whether it's with our friends or a work situation. There's a lot going on for a lot of people, and this area can definitely get off balance very easily. So make sure that if you resonated with any of those, you put it in the comments and I will upload a picture of the card in case you wanted to journal about it. And just remember, it's okay to release things that are no longer supporting you. It's okay to create an environment in which you can thrive. And it's okay to listen to yourself and listen to your guts so you know what the best support systems are for you and what brings you balance. And make sure that you're tuning into your own thoughts too and not just heeding the words of everybody else. So thank y'all for tuning in with me. Hopefully, this recorded and got uploaded. If not, well, I guess that reading was meant for me as well. So thank you so much. And I will be back. Hopefully, I plan on doing this. I don't want to say every single morning. I do it every single morning for myself, but I may not do it every single morning live. It might be like 3 times a week or so. We'll see. Most likely it's going to be the weekdays because those are the days that I'm off and working behind my computer and all that jazz. So if you want a live reading, just make sure to put in the comments whenever I go live that you would like a card pulled and from which deck that I have on hand that day. And I welcome having y'all hang out with me for these insightful moments. Thank you so much.